What is up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike. This is another Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I am Mark the Mike. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And like always, we have tons of wrestling to cover because there's a lot of shows every day. Every day.
You telling me?
But there was some good stuff. I actually think it was a good week for wrestling. I think in majority, all the shows were pretty solid.
Everything I saw was good. I didn't see a show that made me want to turn it off, so that's great.
Yeah, so that's a good sign. I think we had good wrestling throughout the week, and then we got surprised. Cardona makes our cover the second week in a row because he won the NWA Championship last night off of the Murdoch.
He called his shot. He did it.
New belt collector, the Ultimo Broski.
Yes, sir.
That's what we're gonna call him.
I can't wait till he has a figure with all the belts.
That's what I'm calling him, the Ultimate Broski. I haven't seen it. Someone put it in my head, and I'm keeping that. The Ultimate Broski. He needs 12 belts, so he's missing like 7.
I mean, if he keeps going, he'll get there.
Yep. But congratulations to Matt Cardona winning the NWA Championship. He said he was going to do it. He's going to change the landscape of NWA.
Maybe he'll get them some pyro now.
Yeah, for the better.
Messed up.
But yeah, I gotta watch the match. But I heard good things about the match. I actually heard good things about the event. I heard the event was actually really good, so I definitely gotta check that out when I get a chance. So we can wrestling. We have some news, pretty much for AEW and things like that. We got the return of like Keith Lee and stuff like that. So we'll go into that with the week of wrestling. So, and we could do our predictions for the Saudi show on Saturday.
Okay.
Saudi show and no Surrender. I think they're both Saturday.
Oh, okay. All right. How about that?
I have a lot of wrestling to watch that day.
Let's see.
Because Saudi show, I think, starts at 3.
Oh, it's an afternoon show?
Yeah, because they're in Saudi Arabia, so the time difference is about 10 hours?
Okay.
Or 8 hours, something like that. So they have their own shit. And I think that's going to start at 3, and then No Surrender starts at 8 o'clock. And that's a Impact Plus exclusive. So that's why I keep the Impact Plus. They usually give you good pay-per-views and stuff. So we'll probably do predictions of both shows, I guess, because they're both coming. All right, so let's get into our weekend wrestling. How you doing? How you like the shows this week? And what's your feel of this week?
Well, let's go one at a time.
Okay.
What's the first one?
So Monday Night Raw, we kick off. Where is it? RK Bro and Alpha Academy in the Quiz Bowl.
And it's been so long since they had a full blown. I don't even know, just a comedy segment. This one was. It took a while. It was good.
Yeah,
it was produced. It was thought out. Apparently, everybody got to shine. Matt Riddle was hilarious. Otis feeling his word, but feeling his questions, like at the end when he was supposed to clutch, had me dying.
Yeah,
because he kept getting cut off. Like because you know how usually the trope is.
Yeah.
When you cut the guy off, he's got the answer. I got, and he was ended up still not getting it. And Chad Gable was the smug one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think they all looked good.
They all just. It was good. It was silly, but it was good.
And he said, "My cauliflower ear. This is the answer."
So good.
Nah, this segment was fun. Like it was 20 minutes. It was a long segment too, but it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. They all have good chemistry, so they just made it fun, and I really enjoyed it. And then they go into a tag match with the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy as well, which was actually a good match.
Yes, sir.
Then we got AJ Styles versus defeats United States champion Damien Priest and makes him the number one contender for the United States champion.
You know, I wasn't mad at the match.
Yeah.
But the one thing I still have problems with is that how do they have qualifying matches and they'll have qualifying matches for the other titles?
Yeah.
That's my only thing. It's still that thing of if you beat the champ, you get a title shot.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm so used to, because I understand champions have exhibition matches, right?
Yeah.
But it's almost a trope at this point the way they do it, because they make their champs always lose in the exhibition match.
Yeah.
So
then you're like, it comes predictable when it comes to the real match. You're like, all right, this is where he's gonna beat him now.
It's like it's they don't know how to keep certain people on the streak, because wasn't Priest, he was undefeated for a good long time.
Yeah, and where's Kevin Owens in this? Because he pinned him as well.
Just gone.
Just saying.
Just gone.
So it was a good match, though.
I like the match. I mean, listen, I wouldn't, when it comes to who's going to win the championship, right?
Yeah.
For this one, I don't care.
Yeah.
Either one is good.
So good match, really good match. Dominic Mysterio defeats The Miz. I actually like the whole. I'm digging their little storyline. It's simple, but it's actually entertaining because The Miz talks his ass off and he's great as what he does. And then I like Maurice being involved with it. Maurice Mysterio, whatever she said.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. It was silly, but I enjoyed it.
And he called him too tall to be his son.
Yeah. Are you too tall? And I'm just saying, you got that freaking mullet growing too. So
I mean, he's showing signs that he may in fact be a Guerrero.
But good match. No solid building for Dominic. Like I actually like that he's getting some matches and he's getting better in the ring. Like there's a big difference of him when he started and now. Like he's finding his ways in the ring better. He's still got to kind of bulk up in a way because sometimes he's just not believable to hurt somebody. But other than that, he's been a lot. He's been improving a lot.
I say even if he doesn't get bigger, he has to work on the types of things that he's hitting people with. Like, yeah, because Rey Mysterio is a tiny man and he makes his hits, but he knows how to throw them.
Yeah.
So he needs to work on the technique of, I can't just throw regular generic wrestler punches. Maybe learn how to do some strikes.
Or like double forearms or something like that.
Like,
that
looks interesting, right?
Yeah.
I know Hook is made out of granite, but Hook is about the same size. Like, as in, he's not that much of a bigger person weight-wise. You know what I mean? So hit the way you can make it believable is technique.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he needs.
Yeah. And Hook physique is a lot different. He's he's thin.
You can see how chiseled Hook is, and that he is ripped. But again, a guy because again, Dominic, at least he has the benefit of coverage, right?
Yeah,
he's got a benefit of coverage. So, but I'm just saying, if you know how MMA fighters look, they don't all look like the best in shape person. Even Brock be looking a little, doughy on the edges.
Yeah.
And it's the technique. They know how.
Yeah.
And so that I think will help. Because Ray throws sidekicks, dude.
Yeah.
Like, Ray don't just be throwing regular ass wrestling kicks. He throws sidekicks.
He does a lot of forearms, too.
Yeah. Like, he knows.
Yeah.
So, teach your boy.
Yeah, do some forearms. Like, do things that, not just regular punches. I think, like, maybe, like, double axe handle hands or something like that.
So, yeah, he's got a lot more in it that he can put in the toolkit.
Yeah, he's still learning though. But again, he has improved a lot, so I can't really say much. Like he's been doing his job. We got Bianca Bellaire versus Nikki Ash. I did like the match, but I felt like this is something where you could start building Nikki Ash's heel character and not have Bianca like just get clean wins.
Yeah, I think she should have cheated to win.
Yeah,
I think Nikki should have cheated.
Yeah. I feel like that was a missing opportunity.
There's a time and a way to elevate the character, because again, the thing that they seem to do, they want to shine lights on certain people, but it's like they gotta win sometimes.
Yeah.
they can't just lose.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like that's been Nikki Ash's entire, I guess not her motive, but
Yeah.
it's almost like that's the trail she's walked along from the time she came out to the time she won the championship. And it's just been, yeah, we look new character,
Yeah.
this and that, but I just lose.
Yeah.
And then somehow I won enough
Key matches.
see, I don't remember. Did she win like a number one contendership? And
Yeah, she won key matches, but she lost like everything else.
That's what I'm saying. Like, again, people end up being these jokes because they we win in one match and they lose like 7. It's like, dude, come on. She's still on a losing streak from losing tag matches with Rhea. Yeah. Damn.
You got and then she lost to Rhea last week too.
Yeah, come on, man. She ain't no threat.
Yeah. Kevin Owens versus defeats Austin Theory. Really good match.
Yes, it was. I thought these two. I mean, how many? Okay. Let me just ask. These guys haven't fought each other outside, right?
That was only
company,
2.
right?
There were only 2 matches.
No. I'm saying outside the company. There was no.
I feel like they fought once during the Mania that Seth and him fought.
Okay. All right. I'm like,
when he was part of
these two have real good matches. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think they or at least touched hands because I know at least Murphy fought Kevin Owens during that time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was about it.
Very, very good. Very good. Probably like the best actual match on the show, I think.
Yeah. Lita disarmed Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch with a twist of fate and moonsault.
It was good. I want Lita as champion.
I don't think that's happening.
That's what I want.
Let's just put it in the air.
Give me what I want.
I don't trust WWE right now, so I'm like very sketchy of what they're gonna do.
Question mark. They teased the graphic on, I think, Sunday of last week into Monday.
Yeah.
Did they show who the mystery woman was?
No.
Hear me out, Mark. I feel like this championship match is going to go on first. Lita's going to win, and Becky's going to be in the chamber, and she's going to pull up Brock Lesnar.
See, I see something similar to that, but I see the opposite. I see Ronda Rousey finding her way into that match, and I feel like she's going to win that match, and it's going to be title versus title.
That made me sick.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a little sick. Don't say that, Mark.
I feel like that's happening. I feel like both title matches, Universal and WWE titles, are going to be title versus title, and then I actually think the women's title is going to be title versus title.
Don't say that, Mark.
I have a really strong feeling. This is why I'm not like I'm very sketchable with WWE right now, but this is exactly what I think is going to happen.
Mark, you're hurting me.
I know. I'm sorry. But
my dreams.
Just because I'm just looking at the card and I'm like, all right, is Ronda going to be in Saudi? And then she is going to be in Saudi. She's tag teaming with Naomi versus Charlotte and Sonya Deville. So, with that said, I could see them losing that tag match and her being pissed off and getting into the women's chamber match. But also, I have a feeling it's just going to be title versus title. That's usually why I don't think Leah's going to win, because it's going to be title versus title. I hope I'm wrong. I very hope that I'm wrong, but that's what I feel. I don't trust WWE right now.
They can't do it twice in a row. I hate that.
I have a very, very, very bad trust with WWE right now.
I know it's been, 2 years in between?
Yeah.
But still, come on now. Don't do the exact same thing, just a slightly different road to get there. Please, don't.
And can we talk about the stupendous? What the fuck is that?
Who?
Stupendous. They're selling WrestleMania, the stupendous show of the year.
No,
it's gonna be stupendous.
The first time I heard that song.
You haven't heard them saying that all the damn time? They've been saying stupendous all the damn time.
No, but the one that I did hear, thanks to After the Bell, was the premium live show. I think it was that they called the Royal Rumble. I'm like, Y'all never said that before about any pay-per-view, premium live.
Oh, they
show.
started doing that. Yeah, they started doing that. Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble was the first one they started calling premium live show.
So
Royal
they're
Rumble
trying
was
to
the first.
phase out pay-per-view.
Yeah, because you're not really paying. You're not really paying to view.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
So it makes sense. That part makes sense. This stupendous shit is ridiculous.
I mean, they can keep on working on it. They
I
got
don't like it.
2 more months. Maybe they'll find something that sticks.
They're very they made those words bigger than everything else, so you know they're using it.
Oh man.
We got Riddle versus Seth freaking Rollins, ended in a no contest, and then it wound up being a tag team match with Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens working double time versus RK Bro.
Those things still annoy me though.
Yeah.
I just don't like that. I interrupting your match. The GMs don't go, now you gotta have a tag match. It just happened.
Well, you know what? I give them credit because Pierce did come out to make it a tag match.
Yeah.
So he did come out, so I have to give it credit that he actually got involved and made it a tag match. So I'll give that credit. The matches were good. Riddle and Seth actually have really good chemistry. And I think they burned their bridges anyway, so it doesn't really matter. A lot of people are like, oh, they hate each other. Like, no, they don't. They burned their bridges. Like, Riddle apologized to Seth a long time ago.
I don't think they really that angry with each other though.
No.
The thing is, the internet blows out of proportion.
Yeah.
They probably just be talking smack,
Yeah.
and sometimes you go a little too far.
Yeah.
And so somebody got to be like, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
And if that little part before the my bad gets out to the internet, oh, major heat.
Yeah.
These guys hate each other. Blood and war. I'm like, come on, man. They gotta work together. You can't be like that.
Yeah, they weren't like again. I know for a fact because even Riddle talked about it. I think he talked about it. I forgot what Cassie talked about it, but he actually talked about it, and he was like, "Yeah, they had issues in the beginning, but he did apologize. He apologized to Becky. He apologized to him, and then they actually are really." He said they're cool now.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People can't be working under these conditions. Come on, man.
Yeah, especially if you like that, and they actually have good chemistry. And I actually would like to see them fight again, like a full match, 1-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
I still believe, like,
If you got one match though, you got Doudrop and Liv Morgan.
Oh, that was a good match too.
That made me sad.
Yeah, Liv Morgan.
I mean, it was good, but it still made me sad.
See, this match is okay because someone has to lose, and I see the momentum on Doudrop. They trying to keep some momentum on her, and she just lost a big match. So I understand it. Had to be Liv Morgan because there were other people in this match? No, it did not have to be Liv Morgan. It could have been one of the other girls in the match to take the loss, but it was good.
What other girls?
Zelina Vega's in the chamber.
Bad guys can't fight bad guys.
This is
WWE.
They can. They just don't put them.
They hardly ever make them. It's just the
Rhea Ripley could have
rule.
fought Doudrop.
Man, it's been a while. No, well, they did, but realistically, since they had a banger, it's been a while.
Yeah. So, Monday Night Raw, where you give it?
Gotta give it a A minus.
I give it an A minus.
Were great. Matches were great. Still a little tropey here and there.
Yeah.
But most of the stuff I saw, I want Lita as champion. I don't give a damn.
I was
happy before she retires. I want it.
And then
don't do her like they did Trish.
And then the Chris Bowl was gold. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Those are segments that could be really bad if it's done with the wrong people. And so the fact that they had that much time and it was so entertaining gives you a good amount. It gives you good feels with that shit because again, if it's in the wrong hands, it could be really bad.
Mm-hmm. True.
So, we go into NXT 2.0. Kick off. This was actually a good show as well. Like, I was actually very happy with the show. We kick off with the semifinals of the Dusty Classic. We got the Creed brothers versus the Grizzled Young Vets.
Yeah, that was pretty good. They beat the hell out them guys.
It was a brutal match.
But they won.
Yeah.
They won.
Creed brothers win, and they advance.
Yes, sir.
Tiffany Stratton defeats Wendy Chu, and not for nothing, that spinning thing she did was pretty cool.
She is very good at what she do, and what she do is look buff and gymnastics, right? That's her thing. So she came with it,
She looks
and
solid.
she beat that girl up for stealing her credit.
Yeah.
Whooped her ass.
Yeah. When did you kind of had it coming?
She threw it in the garbage after they maxed it out.
Yeah.
Terrible. That's theft.
Yeah.
Theft.
Yeah, she had that.
How dare you? On TV.
Yep. We got Pete Dunne versus Darko Anthony. Okay, match.
I'm not too familiar with Darko.
That was the dude that came, the generic Marine dude.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not too familiar with him
Yeah.
as skill wise because he's new.
Yeah.
But he's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what happens. They putting him in matches, right?
Yeah.
So, and he's talking backstage, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
LA Knight defeats Singh.
That was all right.
So, I have an issue with this, and this is something that you kind of did with Almas and made him undefeated, but then you have LA Knight fighting a 7-foot dude that's supposed to be a big threat and actually beating him. Where's the threat?
But yeah, the thing is, and I understand what you mean. I don't like his gear.
Yeah.
Because he's when you see him, he is like the most, I don't want to say uptight, but he's the most prim and proper. He's suited and booted.
Yeah.
Like the dude wears shoes. He's got like a nice press suit every time you see him, and he's just like Braun Strowman in the ring.
Yeah.
What? So that threw me off. But I just like you can't, because he's getting beat up all the time. Poor LA Knight. And so I'm not mad when he wins. You know what I mean? It's just the last time he got cheated and he lost a match because of Grayson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just he is a constant like thorn in his side, like he's supposed to be, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just my bias. I want to see LA Knight win.
Yeah, I
just want to see a win.
Like I just say that kind of throws off the whole like threat, 7-foot threat kind of thing. It's just
I would say it wasn't the most hard fought match.
Yeah.
So it didn't seem like he did everything to chop the man down.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, he caught him pretty clean with a lot of the things that he hit him with. So, you know.
Dolph Ziggler crashes the championship summit between Braun Breaker and Santo Escobar.
This is probably the coolest moment in the show, right?
It was fucking dope. I love I like the presence of Ziggler. I will actually take Ziggler as the GM of NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Just like kind of fucking people over too and trying to take the title while he's GM kind of thing. Just because he has that young aesthetic and then he's the cool guy kind of thing and running it's like a dude wearing like regular tennis shoes in an office kind of thing.
But what about Big Bob? He's gonna leave Big Bob.
That's fine. Big Bob could be by himself.
I mean,
give him his
right.
glorious back and he'll be fine.
They already. What do they do? Transmute it into their new tag song, so it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
But I'll be fine with it. I actually love it. I actually love the segment. Ziggler's too good on the mic for his Braun Breaker.
But you know what? The thing about that is Braun Breaker doesn't even have to be good. Braun Breaker just had to be Braun Breaker, which is good.
Exactly.
Good enough. He's just intense.
And
Says
then, Santo
an angry line that makes you question his sanity.
But Santo could keep up with Ziggler. Santo is really good on the mic.
Yeah.
I was very happy with that moment. I thought it was a really good moment. I'm sorry with that.
I just like the look of two guys dressed in suits and whatnot, and then you got the working man's champion Braun Breaker.
Yep. Saray defeats Dakota Kai. She murdered her.
When she gonna win a match? This poor girl.
I don't know. She got drop kicked out to next.
As soon as she's evil, she always loses.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I don't think she's waking up to next Tuesday.
No, she was streaming like the same days. I'm a fan of Charlie Girl, so
yeah.
And they raised money for Black Girls Code. So
nice.
Good stuff.
Shout outs to her. We got MSK defeat Malik, Blade, and Idris Elf. Enough?
Yes.
Yeah. Good match.
They're getting better.
Yeah.
They're getting better. they just gotta get a little more on the personality scale. I think Inoue has more than Blade. Blade seems like he's just happy to be there. So maybe a few months in, he'll get a little more of his personality in there. But they're definitely getting better, and MSK is awesome. So it was a good match.
And then our main event was Manny Rose defeats Callie Ray in the NXT Women's Championship. It was a hell of a match. And then the girls come in, and then the save by Io Shirai, and they're gonna tag team for the women's version of the Dusty Cup.
Now here we go. Here's my problem. Because it happens all the time. Finn Balor and Samoa Joe. These two people that just team up. You know where I'm going, man. Yeah. About the two people who win the Dusty Cup that are not a tag team.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel? Do you think they're gonna win it?
I actually don't even know who's like the full tag teams in it.
I don't know. I feel like they're just gonna win it now.
Yeah.
I do. I think it was a great aggressive match. I think I'm glad they cheated, right?
Yeah.
She had the outside interference. It's what they do. And it was just good. Like, come on, man. Can't be mad.
No, it was a really good match. But then you have also like other teams like that too. Like you have Cora and Raquel Gonzalez tag teaming.
But they shouldn't be.
Yeah, they should be
Casey and what's her name? Right. Like I'm talking about those people. Like
I will take Casey and Casey Carter and Carzaro as to win it, because I actually been digging them as a tag team. I've been watching their stuff, and they're getting more fun to watch, and they're getting those tag moves in and things like that. So I would love to see them take it, because they're actually been working as a tag team more than everyone. I could see Indy Hartwell
and Persia
win it. But yeah, I think the finals is going to be Cora and Gonzalez versus Io Shirai and Kaylee Ray.
I think it's going to be Io and Kaylee Ray versus like one of the tag teams. That is maybe Casey and Kaden.
Okay.
Or Indy and whatchamacallit.
Yeah. And then next week, we got the Vengeance Day, which is going to be kind of their little pay-per-view that's going to be on USA. And actually, I think it's on Sci-Fi. It's going to be on Sci-Fi this week.
Gotcha. Sci-Fi. You right.
So check that out. What do you give NXT 2.0?
I'm going to give it a B+.
B+?
As much as I did like the matches, I'm just going to say I didn't like the matches as much as I liked Raw.
Okay.
Like, just in comparison. I think my favorite match of the night was the tag team match. That was the first match.
Yeah.
Not to say it went downhill, but I just felt, again, because you know what it is also? It's a lot of the people we like MSK.
Yeah.
But they were fighting like kind of glorified jabronis. You know, brand new guys. Yeah. You know what I mean?
There was no surprise in that match.
Yeah, you know, that's what I mean.
I think I would have given more credit if they actually would have surprised you and beat MSK.
Yeah. I mean, and again, the LA Knight big guy match, it wasn't all that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So
I'm gonna go B+ as well.
Not as crazy. So,
I like the whole championship summit. I actually thought that whole segment was good. I liked the matches. I liked Manny Rose versus Kaylee Ray was actually really good, and Manny Rose brought it. I am digging her as champ. So keep
respect on her name.
Exactly.
She know.
It was good stuff. Very good stuff. All right. We go to AEW Dynamite, and we kick off with MJF, coming in with King Xavier's little podium thing, and it was a good segment though. I give credit where credit's due. It was a really good segment. The promos was really good. It lined up going into a tag match with FTR, and Moxley is the one that lined up being his tag partner, which was actually pretty good as well. So I give credit where credit's due. It was a good promo segment.
That was a very, very entertaining first match.
Yeah.
First segment. Like, I liked a lot of that.
Yeah.
So that was probably like my favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
It was probably that. Just like the whole thing together and the tag match.
Yeah, Warlord, he just destroys Blade.
Yeah, I feel bad for Blade because Blade, I don't know if his partner's hurt again.
Yeah.
Or if he's touring, which he's a rock star. So,
Inner Circle team meeting. I felt like I did not like this. I felt like it was a big waste of time. They went way too long.
So, I'm trying to think the Inner Circle. Well, I mean, it built up to a point though. I think it went a little long.
Yeah.
But you know what? I kind of think it was a long time coming.
Yeah, it was a long time coming.
Because you gotta let I'll put it this way. I liked it because it really, really lets you get a feel for Santana and Ortiz.
Yeah.
It let them speak for a good while. It let them show that they're not going to take any more BS and that they want to get their shot on their own terms. And so to that, I say it was okay.
Yeah.
And you got that moment of Santana in the camera making that face. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that made me laugh too. I'll say my least part is Sammy Guevara. He can't talk.
He didn't bother me. It's just that at the end of the entire thing, you're left with Jericho standing there with a silent Hager.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro,
Hager's just there for the fun.
Did you just come back? Like, where were you?
Hager's just there for the he's just there for the food.
He's just there for the food. Yeah. Like, where was he?
I'll just say like maybe a couple minutes shade off of it, and that's about it.
You know what I thought they were going to bring up? Here's my one missed opportunity for that whole segment. They never once brought up the exact thing that I thought was the perfect part of the story to make them mad. Was when they went for the tag titles and it was announced Inner Circle going for tag titles, and it was freaking Jericho and Hager. I was like, what?
Oh, yo, I thought about the same thing. I was like, why would they get along with Sammy Guevara too? Like, they should be mad at him too because they took their spotlight kind of thing. I agree with that 100%.
Like, I'm like standing there like there was a specific moment where you got dissed.
That could have been better.
Like
100%.
Yeah.
Like, because now you're getting into like lost opportunities, and you're not describing the lost opportunities. You're just saying them, but you're not describing them.
Yeah.
And that's something you could have easily brought up and be like, "Oh yeah, they took that shit from you."
That's true. 100%.
That's simple. God damn, that's so simple. You could have added that, and I would have accepted the time if they would have just added that.
And it would have gave Hager something to do instead of standing there.
No, he would just be still standing there. He just stands there. That's what he does. He just stands there.
God damn.
He's like that creep. What was it? And you remember in the Chappelle show in the real world?
Oh yeah.
And they're recording, and he's just one in the night.
In the night with the eyes shining. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's Hagar. He's always there.
He's just creeping. Was that Charlie Murphy? I forgot who that was.
That was Charlie Murphy, yeah. Face of the Revolution. So they're fighting for the Sonic Ring at Revolution. And was supposed to be the brass ring.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Are they going to do the whole lighter thing again?
Yeah.
Or is Scorpio Sky going to defend his ring?
No, it's going to be a ladder match.
Okay. I was just saying, previous winner was Scorpio Sky. He should
automatically get a spot.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he has done nothing else after that.
Nothing of no. Just helping out Ethan Page, actually.
Yeah.
He had a match on Dark not long ago, but like that wasn't on the main show.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We got a little promo segment with Young Bucks and Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero, and then Jay White came out of nowhere and said hello to everybody.
And you know what? I liked it because it was short, sweet, and to the point.
Yeah.
You didn't get to drag on.
And then we have Isaiah Cassidy. And then he gets introduced to Keith Lee.
It was a good moment. And they picked the right guy. They picked the right guy
Yeah.
because Isaiah Cassidy sold. He flew. He
When
sold
he
the hell
yells,
out of
he catches me every time, and I
that.
laugh so hard. Damn, that Uncle Phil thing has me rolling every
Yeah,
time I
man.
see it.
I hope they do a shirt. Keith Lee has said something about we're gonna call it the Uncle Phil something.
Yeah.
He named the move
Yeah.
after Uncle Phil now, so they better get him a shirt.
I liked the match. It was cool. It was the right person to really like showcase his power and stuff like that. I wish, as much as I like his power bomb, I like his power slam, the what he does, but I like his seismic bomb better.
Oh, the spear bomb, the big joint.
Yes, I like that move better. But then again, you have a lot of people using the power bomb, and then also Warlow that's his main move. So I understand not having too many people do it. But I like that power bomb a lot more than I like the power slam.
Right? It's unique. It's like the last ride. It's unique.
And people bounce with that shit. It looks evil.
Yes.
It looks powerful.
He had Roman Reigns upside down with that move. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, he's bigger than everyone in AEW. Imagine him doing it to everyone.
Mark Henry better be backstage. He better chain himself to a door until Keith Lee is world champion. Is all I'm saying.
I like to pick up a Keith Lee. I think he brings something new to the table, a different style that not a lot of people have. You had Brian Cage, but I think Keith Lee is slightly better. I like Keith Lee better than Cage. It's hard to compare the two, but I think Keith Lee is just a better. He's a bigger guy. Like he's gonna sell that big man kind of mentality as well. So I'm happy for him, and they actually finally have some ethnic representation in a main event status. So I'm very happy.
Yes, sir.
Because for a fact Hobbs is losing.
Oh, who's he gonna? Oh, he's gonna fight Dante.
He's losing.
Yeah, I mean,
Team Taz don't win unless
again, it's what do you do? Do you make him lose to Dante, or do you go 50-50? And then that kind of goes.
Well, they're fighting for a qualifying spot for the ladder match. Dante Martin's gonna have a big ass bump, so that's what I say. He's gonna lose to Dante Martin.
Yeah, you're right.
They're using him mainly for a big spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like the Lee introduction. I didn't like his theme that much. It was it was very generic. Not.
I like the guy's voice.
Yeah.
In it, I like the stuff, like the rap part.
They haven't had a good theme since NXT.
Who for Keith Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, his second one when they fixed his in WWE, it was actually pretty good. When they fixed it.
When they fixed it.
Yeah,
then they let him go.
They couldn't.
All right.
They couldn't fucking leave it like, don't do that.
CM Punk and his mystery partner wound up being Jon Moxley, and they fought FTR and won.
Yes, sir.
Good match.
Amazing match.
TBS Championship match, AQA versus Jade Cargill.
I'm actually familiar somewhat because of Booker T's reality of wrestling.
Yeah, I recognize her too.
So yeah, I recognize her. She's pretty good. And I thought the battle with her and Jay was all right. It wasn't anything special, but I do the thing I do like was I talk about like certain people they click.
Yeah.
Like those two clicked.
Okay.
Those two, they didn't give me any reason to sit there and go, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah.
They were like, oh, they're good. So like I think I'm not really being biased, but I'm just saying I actually think AQA has a better match with Jade than Red Velvet.
Yeah. I think she's a better wrestler. She looks like she could.
Yes, she has more time. She definitely has more time. You're right.
She was the one that had she was the random person that beat someone in NXT. Like she had like a win.
That is her.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the same girl. All right.
That was her. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it was okay.
And I think she's there too. So,
yeah.
So now she's elite. Thank you for adding more people to your women's division who will have some actual experience, right?
Yeah.
that's
the professor, Sarah Deebs, give 5 minutes to a person and beat their ass.
She murdered her. Like less than 3.
At least we got 2 women's spots, I guess. They were solid. They're okay.
Again, I prefer to have some time But listen, if you're gonna have Deebs and do what she do best, let her just go out there and school somebody. It's cool.
I'm fine with the character, so I'm like, all right, it wasn't bad. It was like, yeah, it kind of reminds me of Kurt Angle's, like the.
Kind of reminds me of freaking what's his name, the old guy with the suspenders, the old champ. Remember what's his name? That stands up straight with the red hair, the really light skin, the really pale white guy from back in the day. Bob Backlund.
Bob Backlund.
That's what she reminds me of.
It reminds me of Kurt Angle's, when he was just randomly, like, Kurt Angle's open challenge. It was during the time when ruthless aggression was happening. That's when John Cena debuted and slapped him.
Oh, yeah.
He was doing random matches, like open challenges and stuff like that, and he would beat the shit out of them and make them submit until he met John Cena, and John Cena punched him in the face. But, yeah, this is what it reminds me of, and I'm fine with it. Like, it gives a different kind of character to the women's division. I feel like they're showing a little bit more of the women's division, so I gotta give credit where credit's due, because we always say that there's barely women on Dynamite, so at least we had 2 matches of women on Dynamite. Good. And a promo by Britt Baker, so a little promo,
yes,
like
sir.
a little.
Yes, sir.
With
and
Mercedes Martinez.
We did get a cool thing, I thought. The tease to maybe Penta. Was it Penta Dark?
Oh, yes. We're going to get Penta from Lucha Underground.
So it's going to break somebody's arm?
I hope so. That's
so.
The Penta I like.
I didn't get to see that, so I hope so.
And then our main event was Hangman Page versus Lance Archer in a no DQ match. Texas Death Match.
I liked it. Here's the one thing I thought was dumb at first, and then when commentary explained it, I was like, that's something you would do. When Dan Lambert came out and was taking the ropes apart.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's just stupid. What are they doing? Everybody's going to look terrible. And then they said on commentary, if there's no top rope, Hangman can't do the buckshot Larry.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, yo, Merc, did you just call Dan Lambert? It was like, yo, cut that rope. But then, I hate that move.
But then, he flipped on the ref and did it.
Yeah, it did look great. It did look, because I know what he was going for. If he got a little more rotation, it would have looked cool. But it kind of looked funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I would say there was a lot more like devastating shit that should have got pinfalled already.
Yes, I agree.
And these are the things where I feel like they just run things too long, and I get out of the match, and that's a problem. Like when they start running things too long, I'm like, oh, this guy just fucking landed on his head from through 2 tables. Like, why is he getting up now? Why is he kicking out still? But he takes a little clothesline and he gets pinned.
It's one of my. It is one of my issues with pro wrestling in general, is the trope of you have to use a finishing move for 90% of your matches.
Yeah.
That does kind of bug me, especially in a case like this. Like you said, when a devastating move is hit, and it's like, damn, all right, he's dead.
Yeah.
and we'll go into Friday, and it'll be like, yeah, some more of them tropes show their ugly head.
I get issues with that, and I'm gonna have more issues with AEW stuff like that down the road. But I didn't mind the match. The match was interesting. It was entertaining enough. Like there was blood running in. Like I feel like they OD with the blood sometimes, and I was like, oh, there goes a new toy, I guess.
I just feel like I feel like it fits Lance Archer, so I can't do that. Like, it's not out of nowhere. Hangman is willing to bleed, although I saw his tweet. He was like, I'm tired of bleeding once a month.
Yeah.
And I thought that was hilarious. But I get it. I get the joke.
Yeah.
So,
but
it was all right, though.
It was all right.
But yeah, you make sense. And the lariat did look funny, though.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say.
What do you give AEW?
I'm going to give the show, I'm going to give it a B+.
B+? I'll go with same thing.
I'm gonna give it a B+. Because again, match quality wise is usually what I watch the show mostly for. But it did give me a bunch of like moments that I actually watched and paid attention to, and I was like, okay, you did push further the stories you presented. So you know what? Good for you. So,
yeah, I agree with that. And I watched Impact Wrestling. I think this was my favorite show of the week. I'll run down it. You said you watched the first half, right?
The first half, yes.
So
I got a really good promo in the beginning. Great.
We have a hell of a storyline going on with Josh Alexander. I was actually really interested in everything that happened during this segment. And then you have Connor that came out of nowhere, and then he ended up making him submit.
Caught the ankle lock.
Yeah, Big Con, he's being called.
Big Con. Big Con.
It was cool stuff. I actually liked the storyline going in, and he got kicked out of the Honor No More match. He's not in the tag match.
Yep.
Then you had Deonna Purrazzo's open challenge, and the person that took the challenge was Santana Garnett, and I thought it was a hell of a match, a really fun match. And Deonna Purrazzo kicks ass. She's probably one of the best female wrestlers today, so hell of a match.
You know what I feel bad? I feel bad because Santana Garnett is like the good hand of the of the independent wrestling world.
Yeah.
Like if you need a woman to fight every woman, but give you a good match because she's probably fought them somewhere in the world.
Yeah,
call Santana Garnett.
I would like to see her more in
never
Impact.
has like
though.
a run.
I like to see her more in Impact. I like her.
She never gets a run wherever she goes.
Hopefully she does.
Yes. This is true.
Then we got Mickie James versus Chelsea Green. I thought the match was actually really solid as well.
That I did not see.
Was solid. It was fun. Then you got the Bullet Club Speaks, and then pretty much they dumb in Vance. Where was it? What are they called? The Violent by Design, and the Good Brothers come out and they actually promo back. Pretty much Tom Matango tells them you get fired everywhere you go, and it was pretty dope. It was a good promo. It was a good back and forth, and I'm actually interested in that match.
Yeah,
We're probably gonna get that next week. And what else? We got Rhino and Rich Swann versus Honor No More, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Honor No More wins, and it was solid. It was okay match. It was nothing special. And then the main event was, I think, was well worth the watch of this show because man, Myers, VSK, this guy, Ziggy Dice, they all fucking were golden in this match, and even Big Cass. Big Cass like did his thing. It was a no DQ match, Brian Myers versus W Morrissey. And this match was fucking crazy.
Okay, gotcha.
VSK got railed into through tables, and Diggy Dice died, and VSK died, and Myers kind of died too because he got powerbombed twice on thumbtack. So,
yeah.
But it was a hell of a match, and Myers fucking showcased really good as well. So, I love that roster cut. Fucking his finisher, the roster cut, like it's just like a spearing clothesline kind of thing. But I just like the name of it. And he catches people good with that shit. So I was like, damn, that was actually really cool. Really good match. If you get a chance to watch it, I'll say watch that match. It was really good.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'll give Impact's going to get an A.
Good stuff.
It's going to get an A. I didn't care for the Rhino Rich Swann match. That was the only match. I liked the storyline they're giving, but the match itself I didn't care for.
Okay. Gotcha.
But a solid A. It was a really good show. I did watch UK. UK was solid as well. UK I'll probably give it an A-. Like the matches were solid, but the story was there, but not as why I watch it all the time. But the main event was really solid, so I'll definitely check that out. And then now we go to Friday night SmackDown. Damn, they've got like so many damn wrestling shows. God damn. Thank God we don't do like New Japan weekly shit. That would be so long. Friday night SmackDown kicks off. I'm a little mad because it like the next week's SmackDown is pre-recorded, so I kind of know what happens next week.
I got you.
And I think WWE spoiled it as well.
Well,
accidentally.
So I'm good.
Yeah,
all right.
Okay. We kick off with Sonya Deville in the middle of the ring, and pretty much Adam Pearce comes out and with a note of Miss Vince McMahon saying that if she lays a hand on her while the Charlotte and Naomi match, she will be in trouble.
The only thing I think was missing was him using Vince's voice.
Yeah. But at least they put some substance into her and actually holding her accountable for her actions and shit. Because since then, she's been just a straight out HR problem for.
Well, I mean, yes, but I also think that Vince is a liar.
Yeah.
Because everything he said in that letter was a lie.
Yeah.
Because he's basically talking about himself.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought it was funny. So it was okay.
The Lethal Lovers, Los Loterios, they defeat Biggie and
That's
Kofi
dangerous.
Kingston.
That's dangerous. Because Corey Graves was on the show. He says, "What? They're lethal lovers." Wow. Yo,
I have
Jesus.
So I don't mind the match. The match was good itself. I have an issue with Kofi just getting rolled up. Like a simple roll up kind of shit. Like at least low blow the man or hit him with something or at least take him out. But the fact that he was kind of fresh and then getting rolled up, that kind of really annoyed me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind if New Day has to give a rub to someone to get them going, right? I don't mind that. The way they're doing it is really pissing me off because like New Day don't even have their presentation anymore. Why Biggie's not like yelling the fucking thing anymore?
I'm mad because once again repeating matches. Just to have the other team win. That's the thing we were talking about earlier. Well, you could just have them fight and go back and forth with the wins. And it's like, that's not really getting anybody anywhere. Who has momentum?
Yeah.
Please tell me. Nobody.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, like you said, they didn't get the New Day presentation.
No. And the New Day is still probably one of your most popular teams. And the way y'all treated them is y'all treating them like shit. And I'm really like not digging what they're doing with them at all.
You know what it is? One thing I noticed, that was another crowd that was on fire. Like they were in love with Naomi, they were in love with that match, they were in love with the New Day, they were clapping along, New Day rocks. They were going nuts for like everybody that's usually a fan favorite.
New Orleans is always a good crowd.
Well, I mean, sometimes you don't have like the best crowd going crazy.
New Orleans itself, like New Orleans usually has a good crowd.
But like, again, you got them out there showing you they can do it. They can get the fans. That's what it's all about, I thought. And that's how you treat.
And then they're both world champions. Like,
both world champions.
Like I understand, Humberto, you were trying to build them, but they haven't won matches. You had them, so I understand if you had them in a streak and then they finally beat the New Day, but no, you had them losing matches, left and right. I mean, you could have built them up a while ago. Like the Viking Raiders didn't have a title; they had a win over them, and you could have built them from there, but you did not. You stopped them and had them lose again.
This is true.
So, like,
100%.
that shit is bullshit. Like, it's bullshit. And then with New Day. New Day's one of your biggest freaking merchandise sales and things like that. Like, they just really piss me off on how they use it in New Day right now. I get irritated. I'm very irritated on how they use it in New Day. Big E was, especially, isn't this fucking Black History Month? Don't you want, like, some positivity in your fucking black wrestlers?
That's what I said to you. I said to you, because we're going to go into one more match tonight. And I'm like, damn, what month is it? They just losing.
Like, fuck that month.
I bet you they can't wait to take Bobby Lashley's championship off.
I know. He's going to lose it to Lesnar. Lesnar going to bite his ear off.
Yeah, he's going to beat him in the chamber. Watch.
Yeah.
Just because of that. Just because of what month it is. Terrible.
Yeah, they pissed me off.
And the match was good until like the very end. I get your point, but like, I will just say it shouldn't have happened. They should have fought somebody else. Viking Raiders did not fight that night. New Day could have fought Viking Raiders, right?
Yeah.
Fight somebody else.
Yeah.
Why? Stop repeating matches.
Yeah, or have jobbers come in so you could highlight the Los Lotharios so you could build them upon that.
Thank you. Yeah.
You don't build guys anymore. You just have them randomly beat people, and then they will randomly lose a match when they get momentum. Like, there's a big issue with WWE right now, just in general, just storylines outside the Universal title and the women's title.
Yes.
They have a lot of issues.
I 100% agree. It also speaks to what you're showing me is that your champions don't have they can't last essentially outside of a few special people. So what they are telling me is that Biggie and Kofi, regardless of the fact that they are people who won championships, right, and defended them, you're supposed to be elevated to a certain status in wrestling. Whereas, like, okay, so they champions of what? Where these weak ass guys? They just be getting beat. He looks strong for no reason. I'm talking about Big E. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, Mr. Royal Rumble moment, you know, he didn't have his moment. He didn't have his moment this year. But I'm just saying, like, you showing me these guys at their weakest right now, and it's their fault. Like, why?
It's
where's Big E's lasting strength? Yeah, he was champ, and maybe he didn't keep his championship, but he's supposed to be mad powerful and good and strong and being able to beat people to become a champion. You can't just be a jobber and be a champion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I feel like the aesthetics of New Day, like again, they're still 1 year, like being there for almost 7 years as the New Day. Like they're still as popular as ever, and you guys just treat them like shit. Like these guys, like these are three guys that if they decide to leave WWE, they'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah,
and they will get that main event status no matter where they go. You don't want that.
This is true.
They don't.
Well, you
want
see
that.
The invitation to Big E. Matt Cardona, he saw the post about the stats about Big E.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Come, I'll fight you for." I think he said, "I'll fight you for the NWA title."
Yeah,
I think he said that before he won it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just saying.
Like that's a big problem with WWE right now. And they had to really see what they're fucking doing. Like, and you know what? As much as it's gonna go to deaf ears because they made profit this year and things like that, but like it's getting stale. It's getting to a point that we know exactly where it's gonna go. Like WrestleMania, I'm not really looking forward to it. Like. It's hard to say that, but it is. Like I usually take off and have fun and like I like enjoy it with the guys and things like that. But I'm at the point that I'm just like I don't care. You're gonna have Ronda Rousey in the main event already. I don't care. Like you already have me off of it already.
Lesnar, and they went through with the predictable Lesnar route. That's the kind of thing. So that's why I don't care.
Yeah.
Once again, you said this Saturday coming up is a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's just a conclusion, right? That Brock's going to win.
Yeah.
That's the story that they've basically been leading us to. Yeah. And the title versus title thing, right? So I'm not enthused. I'm just not.
I'm not either. And it starts with the whole like, and you know what's crazy? You know what's funny? Like how Big E's not in that Elimination Chamber match.
Why?
Like why? Why he's not in it? He owns a rematch. No, he hasn't got a rematch.
I just realized they raw branded the Elimination Chamber this year.
And they kicked him on the SmackDown, so they don't have to put him in it.
But you just reminded me, Mark. Usually they don't.
Yeah.
Isn't? Oh no, it's because it's only one title.
Yeah.
It's only per show.
Yeah.
Right. It's not for a shot.
No.
Because sometimes the chamber is for a shot.
Yeah. Because Goldberg is fighting Roman.
Yeah. I see it.
But yeah, like honestly, if there's real like wrestling gods and shit like that, man, if you have Lashley win, honestly, you could have anyone else but Lesnar.
Mm-hmm. It changes the dynamic.
You can have Seth Rollins win. I don't care.
I would love that.
I would love Seth Rollins to win. I think he deserves. I think he's fine with. I'll be 100% fine with that.
If it was Seth Rollins versus Roman title versus title, that is something I want to see.
Yeah.
Because after what they showed me at the Royal Rumble, I want to see them.
And it's been a long time since they like really touched hands like that. So I will be behind that. I would take Riddle. Winning the title.
I would take Austin Theory. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Again, I don't care. I'll take KO. Why not KO?
I don't think he's in it.
Oh yeah, because it's in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, he ain't going.
He lost his spot.
Yeah, he ain't going to Saudi.
Yes.
Richmond Balor.
Damn, son. Well, maybe he ain't going either.
He ain't going either. But he been there before. He ain't going this time.
Yeah, I guess not.
Anyway, Roman Reigns vow to Goldberg at WWE Elimination. I actually like the promo.
That's pretty funny. Mm-hmm.
Roman, whoop his ass, please.
Please.
Break his hip.
Please. Bobby Lashley shows you he has a weakness. Take out his ankle or whatever it was.
Ankle, hip, whatever. He's top heavy.
Just get that foot.
Yeah. Natalya defeats Aaliyah.
I don't really care. The match wasn't bad, but I don't really care.
Yeah, the match wasn't bad, but it was whatever. They fought like 3 times already.
I mean, I'm not mad that Aaliyah ripped her shirt off for the 317.
Yeah.
All right, fine. But that was the most notable moment during the match, dude. Like, nothing special really happened.
Yeah. Sami Zayn attacked Shinsuke Nakamura on the Insane podcast.
Of course. Very predictable.
Yeah. Happy Corbin defeats Cesaro. I actually thought this match was good. I
thought it was all right. I'm not mad.
It was good.
I'm not mad.
Why you playing my boy Cesaro like this, man, too? He cannot win a match.
No, but what I tell you, Mark.
Yeah.
That Corbin is always the spoiler.
Yeah.
He beats your favorites.
Yeah. But also, like, once I saw the end of days, that's it. Like, Corbin's... I think that's the one move... I think that's the one finisher in WWE that has been saved.
That's what he said that. I heard a interview with him recently, and he said that, I think it was on a bump, where he said, like, I don't care if I never win a championship as long as nobody kicks out.
After the bell.
After the bell? Okay. Mm-hmm. So, like, all right.
Or Ryan Saints. I think it was Ryan Saints.
Okay.
I think it was that podcast. But yeah. Or one, I think it was one of Ryan Saints. And then our main event was Charlotte Flair defeats Naomi with SmackDown's Women's Championship. I'm going to beat up Naomi at the end.
Best match of the show. Good ass match. God damn.
Really good match.
Very, very good.
I'll say my little...
showing you.
Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, they keep trying to play her.
Yeah.
Right? But she's showing you she out there. She like, don't forget. I really was SmackDown Women's Champion.
Yep.
So, yes.
No, it was a hell of a match. I think it was a fun match. And then I think my only issue is the hesitation towards the end. Because they looked like they were thinking too much. And it kind of slowed down. And she went for her thing. And you kind of saw it telegraphed. And that was the only thing that really bothered me with it. Other than that, the match was really solid. I like Naomi's been a strong character lately, and I'm actually behind the story. I understand what they're doing with it. It's kind of long, but I see where they're going. They could do something with her and being involved in the women's SmackDown Women's title instead of making a title versus title. I would not mind seeing Naomi, Charlotte, WrestleMania.
What if Naomi ended up in the chamber?
I wouldn't
just for the Raw Women's Championship. I wouldn't.
But she's in a match. She's it's her.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we do have somebody. Ronda's in the match. Yeah, she's in the match with the lady we think is gonna spoil it. So.
Yeah. So I think she's gonna spoil it. So I think she got the spot already. But yeah. So Ronda Rousey comes for the save, and it's gonna be Naomi and Ronda versus Sonya Deville and Charlotte at Saudi in Chamber. What do you give SmackDown?
I give it a B. Solid B.
Solid B. I'll give it. I really like Roman's promo.
Majority of the stuff on the show was okay.
Yeah.
Disappointed with that New Day match. I do not like them. I don't like repeating matches over and over again. I can't. I don't like that. I don't watch the show to see the same people fight over and over again.
Yeah.
There's so many people there. Why are you fighting the same people over and over again?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got rid of. No, never mind. That's about it. I feel like they're. I get it's a story, but you see what I mean about them wasting people's time with Natalya and Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Product placement. I get it. It's just like
trying to sell a shirt.
They're trying to sell the shirt and the book.
There you go. Guinness Book of World Records.
She keeps bringing it out.
Yeah.
So
at least if you're gonna bring the book out, use it as a weapon.
why not? Why not?
Make it interesting.
And Cesaro lost. Come on,
Yeah,
stop it.
I love Cesaro. I'm sorry, Cesaro.
That's the homie. Come on.
Yeah, man. He likes coffee. I like coffee.
And he's a member of the party forever.
Yes, the party. Yeah. You know, the funny shit is the party is gonna reunite in G4.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Did they say like
Because
did they
WWE
tease
can't
when?
say nothing what G4 does.
No, but they didn't tease when they going like.
They
have
haven't
shows?
they haven't said it yet, but they hinted
Okay.
it. So we'll see. The Young Bucks and Roppongi. We're going to AEW Rampage. I forgot to say it. And we start off with the Young Bucks versus Roppongi Vice. This is like pretty much an old rivalry from New Japan Pro Wrestling for that junior weight tag team titles. They fought many, many times for. 'Cause I think they were the only two tag teams at one point. But they fought many times for. And again, this reminded me of a New Japan match more than anything else. But then again, there are some moves that should have been done that should have finished the match, and then they always kick out. The AEW just really needs to get to the point to when the partner should break up a pin, and then when a person should kick out. You guys throw me off matches when you don't. So it was okay match. It's not for me. I would just say it's not for me, but I know a lot of people like that kind of match.
I thought it was alright. I think the match worked a lot because of the commentary. Because Jericho was on commentary this week, and he was hilarious.
Yeah, he made me laugh.
Hilarious throughout this match because they were talking about some of the references, and I liked how he pronounces some things. It was again, it's one of those things you had to see, you had to hear it and see it. It made the experience actually better for me. So
And then Orange Cassidy comes out, and then Jay White strikes him.
why not?
And then also, Young Bucks got cursed.
Yes, they did. And freaking again on commentary, it was hilarious because Jericho was selling the hell out of Danhausen.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put that out there. So
we got Britt Baker versus Robin Renegade.
Okay, now you know what when you can tell somebody's really good is when you can whoop somebody's ass and make them feel sorry for the person whose ass is getting beat. And that's what happened to Robert Renegade.
Yeah,
she got her ass beat, but Britt is so good. Like I can see she's gotten better at like transitions and stuff. Like she was fucking that chick up. And it's funny too that Robin Renegade did not have her twin out there because she has a twin who is a wrestler.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, why you got a twin sister and you let them beat you up like that? Like what?
Where's your twin? Help her
so
out.
So mad. And then the other thing I actually appreciated was at the end of the match where all the girls came out to beat up the one girl who already got murdered.
Yeah.
And then you had Britt have to calm them down and kiss them on the forehead.
Yeah.
And lead them out the ring. I was like, that was pretty funny.
It was alright.
So
and
I thought it was good for story and for the ass whooping.
Hook versus Blake Lee.
Poor guy. That was the new prospect QT brought out.
It was alright. It was okay. I was a little mad that QT Marshall didn't get thrown on his head again. I enjoyed that.
Oh man, why you gotta mess with that?
That was my little my disappointment was that QT Marshall didn't get thrown on his head. And then the main event was Jurassic Express versus the Ass Boys. I am not calling them the Kung Club. They're the Ass Boys.
Very, very fun, man. Very fun.
Very fun.
And I like the story.
Yeah.
Right, because they have the story going with them because of Billy Gunn and Christian.
Yeah, too. I liked the match. I thought they actually was doing great until one took a belt shot to the freaking head and kicked out, and it really pissed me off.
It was for me. It was how it went down. It wasn't the fact that he kicked out. It was the fact that he kicked out. They didn't take no time to have the belt shot have any effect. He literally took the shot, went down, ref turned around, kicked right out. I'm like, bruh.
There was like no time of him on the floor. There was no like space in time of him pinning him. It was just like a hit, pin, and kick out. Essentially making the belt shot meaningless. Whereas in every
wrestling organization, you getting hit with the belt as a cheap move usually either sets you up to lose or sets you up to have a really, really close call, and that was neither.
Yeah.
That was literally just...
You couldn't sell that.
Kicked right
they
out.
did not sell that whatsoever, and that really bothered me. And also the fact that when he was on the floor, he was staring at the ref to tell him when to kick out.
Yeah, so...
And that was all on camera, which really fucking annoyed the shit out of me. I was like, y'all just ruined a good match to me. I'm just mad now.
Gotcha.
Other than that, it was a good match. Like, again, if you're going to throw that in, then you got to put the Ass Boys to win. I'm sorry. The Ass Boys should be tag champs right now.
Yes, I agree. Why not?
Yeah. Jungle Boy's head is not that hard. He ain't a Samoan.
True.
If he was a Samoan, I would understand it more, and I'd be more accepting of it.
Okay.
Because them motherfuckers have hard heads. Mm-hmm. Every single one of them.
It's genetic, man.
They just born with a blockhead.
They know that if they ever become a professional wrestler, they have something to live up to, so they practice.
Yep. They all got hard heads. I'll give Rampage an A-.
Yeah, I would give it A-. I liked all the matches a lot. It's just like you pointed out. There's little things in the first one and the last one that would just made it go, you didn't have to do it that way.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right. So now we go into our predictions. We'll go through Elimination Chamber first, and then we'll go to No Surrender. Elimination Chamber is going to be next Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern. So 12. 12 o'clock. Good. So I could actually watch both and have time. All right. I'll probably make some like buffalo wings if I can do this.
Yeah, sure.
So let's see where this preview at, and let's see what matches we got. So right now our card is looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches. Our first match probably will be Ronda Rousey and Naomi versus SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville.
Well, like you said, if it goes your way, couldn't she lose? Couldn't Ronda lose?
Ronda could lose, yeah.
I don't want what you want. I want them to win.
I don't want what I want either.
I don't want her. I don't not want her in the Elimination Chamber.
I don't want it. I just feel like it's gonna happen.
I don't want it. Nope.
I don't want it.
They're gonna win the match. No, they're gonna win the tag match. They're gonna win.
I'll say Naomi. Ronda and Naomi win because Ronda Rousey.
Yes.
I want Naomi to win, but I don't care for Ronda. Anyway, SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos versus Viking Raiders. They stole their shit, so I think the Viking Raiders gonna eat them up.
I don't think they're gonna win though. I think the Usos are gonna win.
Usos stays champ.
It isn't Saudi. They like characters, so maybe the Viking Raiders might win. Maybe they pay for them to win.
I'll say Usos. Usos retain.
Yeah, I say Usos though. Yeah.
Because that means Roman's gonna lose, and I don't want Roman to lose. I feel like
he might lose to Goldberg.
Yeah, exactly.
He might lose to Goldberg.
No. You got Drew McIntyre versus Mad Cat Moss.
Jesus Christ. Is there any way? No. This is not a foregone conclusion. I think there's a possibility that Drew might lose because of Corbin.
Yeah.
I have to leave that on the table. I think that might be what happens, honestly. I think down the line it's going to be Drew versus Corbin.
Yeah. And then we have Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair versus Doudrop versus Nikki Ash versus a mystery opponent. Winner gets an opportunity at the Raw Women's Championship.
I said earlier, I believe that the order of the match may not be Women's Chamber before Women's title match. I think Becky's going to lose her belt to Lita, and it's going to be in the Chamber. That's what I want.
I said what I said.
God damn it, Burke.
I said what I said. I will accept Sasha Banks being the blank spot. I will accept Bailey being the blank spot. I will accept Alexa Bliss. I will accept Asuka. I will accept Stephanie McMahon. I don't care. As long as Ronda Rousey.
I'm not mad.
Bring in Stacey Keebler. Bring back Stacey Keebler. I don't find
Michelle McCool.
Michelle McCool. Awesome. She looked good. I'm fine. Put her in there too. I'm good. Anyone. Bring back Nia Jax. I don't care. Bring back anyone in that spot, and I'll take them over Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, man. That's kind of how I feel. I don't want it.
I don't want it. Anyone.
I don't want it, but here's the thing. Mark is so predictable if it is. That's the thing that bothers me.
Yeah.
It's so predictable if it is. Why? This is supposed to be wrestling where anything can happen. You just telling a straight up story? Oh, come on.
All right, so my heart right now of the women in here, besides a blank person, I would love to see Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be a hell of a match. So I'm gonna lead, and I also love Rhea Ripley. So that'll probably be the person I want to win. Liv Morgan, I will accept her too. Honestly, I will accept any of these girls. I don't care. Like, I'm a fan of all of them. I like them all. Even Doudrop. Doudrop had a great match. I will take her to win it again too. So anyone put Ronda Rousey in this match. Anyone.
But as it is now, I still think it's
Caleb
Mr.
Braxton. Put her in the match.
Oh my God. Please. I want to see Kayla's gear. Come on.
I don't care. Just anyone.
She still owes, isn't it? I think it's Bailey. She owes Bailey a match.
Yeah.
I think she said she would fight Bailey in a Rumble or something like that.
She wants to fight Michael Cole too.
I mean, let's go.
Like I said, I'll accept Sasha Banks. I'll accept Bailey. I'll accept anyone in that blank spot beyond Ronda Rousey. I do not Ronda Rousey in this match, but I have a feeling it's gonna be title versus title at WrestleMania because they're doing it with the Universal title as well, with the World title. I have a feeling they're doing that as well, and it's pissing me off. But I feel like it's gonna happen, and I don't have faith in WWE to do it otherwise.
Got you.
Prove me wrong, WWE, please. Just prove me wrong.
Yes, please.
I want to be wrong. I do, but I feel like you're not. Because I think you have, again, they have the fucking talent. They can have, all these girls could fucking main event. Right? I feel like all these girls could do something for WrestleMania and be great. Bianca, I feel, oh man, I love Bianca and I want her in that status too because she deserves it. She fucking works her ass off. But I also want to see other people like get that shine, and so she has more people to fight when she's in that top spot too.
True.
So that's my thing, is like I just want to see more people get that title so they have more people to fight within that division besides Becky and Charlotte.
Yes.
We just don't want all Becky versus Charlotte. We don't. I love Becky. Charlotte, but I don't want that. It always has to become them too. We have Sasha Banks there, which I honestly think, honestly, Sasha Banks is going to become a movie star. I think she's going to leave soon. Someone posted something that I actually believe 100% that's happening, is the fact that let me find it because it was actually a good quote and it actually made sense for Sasha Banks itself. WWE has failed to build many stars in recent years, but Sasha Banks is such an exception that she's going to outgrow the company, and there's nothing they can do about it to stop it.
True.
And I 100% agree with that.
True.
Yeah, gonna keep dropping these spots for her and things like that. Honestly, her and Bianca stole the show at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't top that. Like, there's a lot of things that like I want to see more, but yeah, I don't know. Oh man. I'm gonna, if Ronda is that last spot, I'm gonna like text you and be cursing a lot.
But that's the thing. Isn't Sasha like the one person? It's like she's got a figure in the company and she has a figure outside the company.
She's the only
at the
person
same time
in WWE that has a hot toy.
Wow.
The Rock don't even got a hot toy yet.
Really?
No.
Wow. Crazy.
He's gonna get one because Black Adam's coming, but.
Yeah.
Even Peacemaker, he hasn't got one yet.
Okay, well that's coming though.
Mm-hmm. With shout outs to John Cena, Peacemaker, Fucking awesome show.
Gotcha.
But yeah, she's the first WWE person to have a hot toy.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Again, we talked. Again, we went carried away with this, but there's a lot to talk about it because there's a lot of bullshit that's gonna happen. But again, I hope any one of these girls win. And if the mystery person is Sasha Banks, I accept it. If the mystery person is Bayley, I accept it. But if it's Ronda Rousey, I'm gonna get mad, and I'm probably won't watch the match.
I agree.
I gotta watch the match to review it, but I'm gonna be very angry watching the match.
I don't have to watch it. Just see who wins.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it.
Anyway, Universal Championship match: Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. If Roman Reigns loses, I swear to God, I'm going to WWE and breaking Goldberg's head myself. I ain't scared of him. I'm gonna go violent.
I'm just saying.
They're already causing me violence for this women's elimination chamber match.
It's still Goldberg. So there's always a chance.
Roman should beat his ass and break his hip.
Roman's already broken those records. I still think there's a chance.
I feel
that's
like
the thing.
See, this is the big problem too. Is like, what happened to the whole building new stars and all this bullshit that you made the NXT 2.0 being because of that, and then you're going to fucking 50 something years old Goldberg because he's still a young up and comer.
No, because Saudi pays the money. They want him. That's the thing about a lot of this stuff is no, but a lot of the stuff is messed up because it's greed. Really is greed. It's literally we know what's up. They're paying for what they want. Yeah. They want those guys from the 90s. Yeah. Half of them are dead. They don't care.
And half of them don't wrestle no more.
Yeah, and they don't care. They still giving money, and they're like, all right, let's give him what. All right, we don't have this guy. Can we get another guy and shave him up and make him look like him? Yeah. Oh, no, maybe. But the ones that are still around and willing to take the check and come on in, you see it. Here we go again. Goldberg, even after he had that terrible match for Undertaker in Saudi.
Poor Undertaker.
Here we go again. With DMX. Here we go.
Roman beat his leg. Beat his ass. Beat his ass, Roman.
Please beat him. Please beat him.
Please. Raw Women's Championship match: Becky Lynch versus Lita.
I pray that Lita wins this match.
I got Becky winning.
I want it. That's what I want.
That's what you want. Man, why? Who's the Money in the Bank this year?
When is the Money in the Bank?
Nikki Ash, right?
This year? When was it? It didn't
last
happen
year.
this
Well,
year.
last year.
Last year was Nikki.
Damn, you should have kept that shit.
No, they damn near made her cash that in. Like
they should have had her cash in on Lita.
I mean, that would be evil.
Yeah,
that would be evil. Is the next pay-per-view Money in the Bank, or is that later in the year?
June.
Oh, so it's after Mania.
They did it after WrestleMania last year, but they're not doing it after WrestleMania this year.
They're not doing it?
No.
Oh, like right after?
They did it right after last year.
Okay.
And then our main event is WWE Championship match. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins versus Riddle versus AJ Styles versus Austin Theory.
I feel like it's very predictable and Brock's going to win. Mm-hmm. But if I have to pick who I want, I'm going to say Seth Rollins.
You know what? I forgot he's in this match.
And who's that?
AJ.
He's number. He was my original, but after Royal Rumble, my mind is just kind of like I want them to end that on a high note. It was a DQ, man. It was a DQ.
So this is what I wanted to happen, and I'll keep it short and simple because we're running kind of long on this show. I will take Seth Rollins winning and being title. If they still do the title for his title, I'm fine with Roman and Seth being that match. But then again, it doesn't make sense because Lesnar's the one that won the Royal Rumble, so that keeps him in the title picture no matter what.
Because he gets 2 matches instead of 1.
Yeah, that's the problem. So that's where the thing happens. Because I would accept it if Lesnar didn't win the Royal Rumble. And if Seth Rollins took the title and it's title versus title, and then you actually get Bobby Lashley Lesnar in a full match WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
But wishful thinking, Riddle.
Okay.
I would like to again. This is another match. I'll take anyone but Lesnar.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I would even accept Austin Theory winning the title. I'm like, fuck it, whatever.
I guess so.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but I'm gonna go. I want Riddle. I would like to see Riddle win the title.
Gotcha. I'm going for Rollins. Let's see.
And that's our Elimination Chamber predictions. Again, we'll probably have our full review. If we don't get to watch the whole show next Saturday, then we'll probably have our review the following week. So we'll see. So, No Surrender is also.
Yes, sir.
Under Impact. Which this card looks really good too. So right now, No Surrender. We have. So we got. Here we go. We got intergender title match. We have Matt Cardona versus Jordan Grace for the Impact Digital Media World Championship. We have Black Tortoise versus Jonah.
Oh, okay.
So let's go. Matt Cardona versus Jordan Grace for the Digital Media World Championship.
I mean, I know she gets a rematch. I mean, listen, I think he stole the belt from that woman. They had a great match, so it doesn't really matter. I kind of want either one of them to win, but if I have to pick, Matt Cardona's going to win.
So, something interesting that is going to be in this match is the fact that Chelsea Green is going to be with Matt Cardona and Josh Grisham is going to be with Jordan Grace.
Oh, okay.
Josh Grisham got jumped this week on Impact.
By who?
They never said who.
Oh, wow.
Imagine Matt Cardona goes for his ROH title.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be great.
He's going to beat, Matt Cardona's going to beat Jordan Grace, and then he's going to go after ROH title.
I mean, he defended it in Impact, so that definitely could happen, like, soon.
Ultimo Broski.
There you go. Let's go.
Ultimo Broski happening. He needs to get a Ultimo Dragon gear now and take a picture. Black Tortoise versus Jonah. You know who's going to win this. This is not even a freaking prediction.
No, we know. Jonah.
That tortoise is going to die. Jonah's winning. We got Eric Young versus Jay White.
I mean, that's another one. You think Jay White's going to lose that match?
Yeah.
No.
You got the Good Brothers, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson versus the Gorilla Dynasty, Tama Tonga and Tangaloa.
This might be a surprise match of the night. I hope they go all in.
Yeah.
I do. I think GOD is going to win.
Cool. I'm going to go GOD as well. Mickie James versus Tasha Steelz. Knockouts championship match.
I would love it if Tasha Steelz won. Because it's just like, when the hell is she ever going to get this opportunity?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. But, Mickey's on a roll. She's not going to lose.
Yeah, I think right now the belt being on Mickie is putting a lot of eyes on Impact because of the whole Royal Rumble shit. So I feel like right now is not the time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it though, Tasha Steelz taking it because I think her heel character is coming together and she also still has help outside the ring as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Mickie James.
Yeah, I'm going Mickie.
Team Impact: Eddie Edwards, Chris Sabin, Rhino, Rick Swan, and Steve McAllen versus Honor No More, Mike Tyven, Michael Bennett, PCO, Vincent, and Kenny King.
I think the ROH guys are gonna win.
Yeah, I think they're gonna
right?
win. Yeah, I think they're gonna win. I think Eddie or Edwards, because Josh even I'll shout out to Manny with the opinion. I think he's even said it too. Like he thinks Eddie Edwards is going to betray them.
Oh, really?
Because he was originally ROH.
Wow. Okay. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have. I think he nailed it too. I have a feeling this is exactly what's going to happen too. And then I think we have this match right before this pay per view is going to be Ace Austin versus Ace Austin and Jake something. That's going to happen like before the pay per view because they had it out of here. I'll take Jake something.
He's been kind of on a roll.
Yeah.
That Jake something. So I'm going with him.
And he has Mike Bailey on his corner.
Oh, so he has backup. Good. Okay.
And then our main event will be Moose versus W. Morrissey for the Impact World Championship.
I mean, they're telling a hell of a story.
Yeah.
When Morrissey looked like he about to kill that man. He went to his hotel room and beat the hell out of him. He slammed his head in the freezer.
He fought a whole bunch of foot soldiers.
I mean, listen. The Party Patrol was in full force. Yeah. So, got to do what you got to do. I would love if Morrissey won. That would be like his first major championship.
Yeah, 100%.
It'd be crazy. But I don't think right now.
I think Moose.
I'm feeling that Moose he's got a little more to go. I feel like he's got some rivalry. I feel like he may lose to Matt Cardona.
I think, yeah.
I feel the calling of Mid Cardona, that being his thing for him. Like, yeah, I think that's how it's going to end for Moose.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a hell of a pay-per-view. That will be at 8 o'clock. No Surrender on the Impact Plus app. If you have it, definitely check it out. Podcasts we listen to, I'll go through them a little fast. Renee Parquette had the ones I listened to in Renee Parquette was the Nia Jax one, the Sunny Kiss one from last week as well, and then she had Kyle O'Reilly this week. It was actually they're all really good conversations.
Okay, good stuff.
I did listen After the Bell with the Alpha Academy.
Yes, that's the only podcast I heard this week.
That was really good. And then shout outs to Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. Our boy Mac Ultimo Broski collecting them titles and still making them podcasts, and it was a very fun episode, so definitely check it out. They talk about a lot of the GCW shit and things like that. So check them out as well. I missed the New Day pod. They haven't put a new one out in a long time. But they've been shit on New Day, so I don't even think it's going to come back. So stop your shit. Bring it back. I miss it. I miss the gas ups. They were hilarious.
Yeah,
I miss the night people. I miss Big E Langston. I miss it all.
The different ways he can intro the show.
the salute so straight that your hand curves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. So that's it. We'll wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Follow us. Easiest way to listen to everything is on Spotify, Red Cycle Link. We have every podcast on there. Our weekly, It Gets Better, I Swear, and the Wrestling Babble. And then we got our monthly Shell Shock, Not a Trekkie, the Morphin Cast, and the Gamer Reach podcast, all there for your listening enjoyment. So like, subscribe, share, whatever you want. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch TV, all Mark with the mic. And follow Red Cycle Inc.
Yes, sir. Follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cycle Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress. So check it out.
And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
He's hungry.
And why is a guy that looks like John Goodman is in Guilty Gear?
Oh, yeah. And he is. Because he is.
Yeah. All right.